Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new on my channel, my name is Stella. I'm an education, lifestyle and mom YouTuber based in the United States. I'm a PhD student in the United States. Just before we get into this video, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you're watching me, please consider subscribing. Please click the subscribe button. It is the red button which is down there below, and it's totally free. If you want to get notified whenever a new video pops up on my channel, you can click the bell which is right next to that subscribe button, and so whenever a new video pops up on my channel, you get notified. And all these are totally free, and that's your own way of appreciating me and supporting my channel. So today I'm filming from my new office space as a PhD student. I'm going to probably talk about that in a separate video. Today's video, I'm continuing a particular series that I was doing some months ago on the study abroad series I was doing. And I think the last video I filmed on that was about how to secure a supervisor, for if that is a requirement for your admission. So in that video, I promised to also tell you guys how how to tackle, or what could be the problems if you are not getting feedbacks when you send these emails to prospective supervisors. So I have a couple of points that I have written down that I would like to discuss with you guys on why you're probably not receiving feedbacks from these prospective supervisors you're sending emails to. What could be the problems? There could be a lot of problems. I'm not on their end. I'm not a professor, so I may not know exactly what goes wrong, but at least I have an idea what it could be, right? It's based on my own personal experience, having traveled through this path or through that path. So the first point I have here is that the professor you are sending an email to may not be taking students for the particular semester that you are applying for. And that's why it's important for you to do your due diligence by actually going on the university or the department website to see professors that are taking students. Sometimes these things are clear on the website, other times they are not. So you just have to do what you can do. So that could be a reason. The professor may not be taking students at that particular semester that you want to apply to. Let's say, for example, you want to apply for fall 2023, which starts in August or thereabouts. So you're applying for that semester, and the professor does not have a space for a new PhD student or master's student for his or her research for that fall semester. Maybe the space that is available is for spring 2024. So you see, the professor will just ignore your email because I'm not taking students and I don't have the energy to start responding to emails. So one of the ways to tackle this is to actually go on the department website and see professors or faculties that are taking students for the particular semester that you're interested in. Another suggestion I can give to you, which is what I did in all my cases, another solution, or what can I say, another suggestion I can give to you about tackling this is probably sending an email to the graduate school coordinator for that particular program that you're going in for. So that could be very helpful because he or she will have an idea which faculties are taking students in their department for that particular semester. So if you know these particular faculties, you stand a chance of getting a feedback when you shoot emails to these professors that have positions. It's just like applying to a job. There's a construction going on somewhere around me, so ignore the noise. So it's just like you're seeking for a job opportunity in a place there is no job. But when you know that there is an opening in this particular place and you're applying for it, you stand a chance of being invited for interview, right? Another point I have here is that the professor might be getting too many emails that they barely even read your email. They barely even saw your email. I think I'm not in the professor end like I mentioned, but I have a feeling that I've been in that position several times. I feel like the professor wasn't reading my email. So in fact, I have a very typical experience that made me, I was so sure that the professor didn't read my email. In that situation, I got an advertisement for a particular research group that was looking for PhD students. I can't remember, I think it's Stony Brook University, right? Yeah, one of these universities here. So this particular professor was looking for a PhD student, he listed out all the things that he needed from that prospective student, and I kind of fit into all his descriptions. So I sent him an email. He didn't respond to my email for about 3 days. Now that could be very demoralizing, right? When you're not getting feedbacks, especially when you feel like you qualify for this position. Now for this particular point, I think one of the ways you can tackle it, which is what I did in that case, was to send follow-up emails. I sent a follow-up after 3 days, I think 3 days. I sent a follow-up saying, "Hi, Professor so and so. I hope this email meets you well. I'm sending this email as a follow-up to my email on the so and so date, requesting to be assessed for this position which you advertised on so and so." These are not the exact words I use, but I'm just trying to just give you an idea what the follow-up email could be like. And that email was like, I was replying myself, like it was just like an email thread. The first one I sent to him, I just went to that same one. I didn't like create a totally fresh email. And guess what? As soon as I sent that email, I got a feedback immediately. I just remember the point to talk about. Yeah, I just got a feedback almost immediately. And in that feedback, he told me, in that response rather, he was like, "Oh, hi Stella, I'm really sorry I missed your email," and blah 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 and blah blah blah. And guess what? He scheduled me for the next steps, the interview stage and all of that stages. At the end of the day though, I didn't get to be picked by him, but I think is it worth a different video? I would like to tell my own personal story about getting rejections. I think I should make a separate video on that. There will be more to speak about on that, like how I dealt with getting rejections, what professors actually told me. Rejections after interview. Yeah, I'm writing it down so that I don't forget. So what professors told me, the feedbacks they gave to me as per the reasons why they didn't pick me at that point. So it's not always bad. It's not always they're not always bad reasons. They're just like legit, I can't take you because this, and you yourself, you will understand that. Okay. So that's that for that. I think I dealt with that well. Then the way your email is also very important. Your email may not be appealing to that professor and he will just ignore you and move to the next person. So your email should just go straight to the point. I think in that video I talked about how to get a prospective supervisor. I told you guys what exactly it is you're sending in the email. So you should make sure that you go straight to the point. There's no need talking about your marital status and listing, talking about your date of birth, or emphasizing on where you come from and the poverty that you're experiencing where you're coming from. That's not what that email is about. So go straight to the point. Tell them what they want to hear, your research experience, who you are, your research experience, and what you hope to do, and how what they are doing actually is in line with what you hope to achieve in the future. So how your email is very important. So it may not be appealing, and that's why you're not getting a response. Mind you, this is just one out of the many reasons. That may not be the reason you're not getting feedbacks. Then another reason, again, I think that's reason number 4, is that you are probably not qualified for that position. So he has an opening, but the opening is for a postdoctoral student. A postdoctoral student is a student higher than a PhD student, and then you are applying for a PhD position. He or she has opening in their department. I'm saying he because my own professor is a he. I'm so sorry about that. So he or she might have opening for a research position in his or her lab, but then you are applying for a PhD position. What they have is a postdoctoral position, or you're applying for a PhD position. What they have is a master's student position or an undergraduate student position. So there is no, you're not qualified for that position. There is an opening, but you're not qualified for that particular position. So sometimes they just ignore your email because how many people did they want to respond to? Another very important thing is when you're sending email, consider the time zone. This is the 5th point. You might be sending that email when the professor is out of work, he's sleeping in his bed, and then wakes up in the morning to meet 20 emails. He or she might not even start going through all the emails from the back. Remember that apart from students sending them emails, they have emails from their own graduate students working with them. They have emails from their collaborators. They have emails that concern them in terms of their job. So when imagine having 50 emails when you just open your system in the morning at work, and the first 40 are from prospective students, and you have 10 that are usually pressing issues that you need to take care of, you will ignore those 40 and focus on the work that you have to do. So consider the time zone is very, very important. I was making that mistake. I forgot that Canada and USA had different time zones from Nigeria. So I was shooting emails from the comfort of my office in Nigeria. But then when I learned it, I realized that, okay, I have to consider it. I think someone advised me that 2 p.m. of that the time where the professor is very, very crucial. It's a time where the professor is actively at work and might even be looking at his or her system when your email will just pop up, bam, and he or she has no choice than to read it. And many times I have gotten positive responses. Positive, I mean professors responding back when I sent email at that frame of time. I have also sent email within that time frame and I didn't get response. So this is just a point. And then finally, I think fate has a role to play here. You're probably not meant to work with that professor. You're probably not even meant to go to that university. You're probably not meant to go to that university, to go to that department or that university or that country at that point in time. So no matter what you do, you're not going to get a feedback. I believe so much in destiny. I believe that if I don't get something, I'm probably not meant to get it. So that could be a reason, and I'm dropping it there as the final reason why you're not getting responses. Like I said at the beginning of this video, there could be so many other reasons, but these are reasons that I sat down to think about, and I feel like they are kind of crucial reasons why you're not getting feedback. I hope this video has been very helpful. I hope you learned a thing or two from this video. Till I come your way again next time, please click the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel and get me to 1,000 subscribers. The more I grow, the more I'll be gingered to put more videos out there. Please tell me what you have learned from this video. If you have any questions with respect to what we have discussed or anything about your study abroad applications, you can drop me your questions in the comment section. If you have specific kind of videos you want me to specific topics you want me to talk about on this channel, you can drop them for me in the comment section, and I'll be going through your comments and noting them down. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.